The Soxhlet apparatus was discovered by a German scientist by name Franz von Soxhlet. It consists of four parts. Number one, the heating mandle. Number two, the round bottom flask. Number three, the extractor, the Soxhlet extractor. Number four, the condenser. Step 1. Take the required quantity of the solvent and transfer into a measuring cylinder. Transfer the solvent into a round bottom flask using a funnel. When the round bottom flask is kept in the heating mandle, it will boil. To avoid bumping, add few pieces of porcelain tiles. Step 2. Explanation of the Soxhlet apparatus. So this is the Soxhlet apparatus. The larger tube is called as a vapor tube. The smaller one you can see is called as a siphon tube, and this is the area where the drug is packed and the extraction takes place. Step 3. Packing the drug material into the thimble. This is an example of a thimble where it is made up of 90% cellulose. Take a Wattman filter paper, size number 40, and roll it in a form of a cup. Place the Wattman filter paper onto the thimble and transfer the required quantity of the drug into the Wattman filter paper. Then fold the cone and make it into a pack with the help of a glass rod. Pack the coarse drug material into the thimble. This process has to be done gently, and after packing the material into the thimble, take the Soxhlet extractor and place the thimble along with the packed material into the Soxhlet extractor. Use a glass rod gently to pack the material into the Soxhlet extractor. The assembly of the Soxhlet extractor. The round bottom flask along with the solvent is kept on the mandle. Then the Soxhlet extractor is placed above the round bottom flask. To the top of the extractor you have the condenser. So the bottom inlet is connected to the water tap and the outlet on the other end. So the water circulates from the bottom to the top, so there is continuous circulation of water. The solvent in the round bottom flask starts to boil and gives rise to vapor. The vapor passes through the vapor tube and it moves upwards and it reaches the condenser. Upon reaching the condenser, the vapor is turned back again into droplets. You can see the liquid droplets flowing black into the extractor. Also, the level of the solvent rises in the extractor, and parallelly the level of the solvent in the siphon tube also increases simultaneously. The solvent has raised from the siphon tube and it has reached the bulb of the siphon tube. So the level of the solvent in the extractor is rising up, and you can see the solvent level in the bulb brims up above the bulb. You can see the solvent in the siphon tube is about to rise, and it is ready to fall back into the round bottom flask. Let us wait for the solvent to rise up and fall back into the round bottom flask. You can see the solvent is about to raise the siphon tube, and it is ready to fall back into the round bottom flask. So just watch this carefully. The level of the solvent in the Soxhlet is going to be above the level of the siphon tube. Once it is above the level of the siphon tube, the liquid is ready to drain back into the round bottom flask. Yes, you can see the solvent is draining back into the round bottom flask. So this extraction time is called as one extraction unit. Now the solvent in the extraction tube is empty. Again it starts to fill through the condensation process. So this process continues continuously, and you can see the extraction is taking place in a continuous manner. Hence the process name is hot continuous extraction process. The advantage of the Soxhlet apparatus is the solvent it requires for extraction is very less, and also the solvent can be recovered using a rotary vacuum evaporator. The disadvantage of this method is that we cannot use thermolabile substances for extraction. With this, I conclude the class on the extraction of the drug material using Soxhlet apparatus. Thanks for watching this video.